Hello, everyone. Welcome to the update for what is today, September 8th, 2021. And this is a special update because it is I'm going to say our 100th video because technically it's not the 100th video. It's like the 102nd or third or fourth or something. I don't really know. But we're calling it our 100th-ish video. And this is a special video because this is going to be the last update that we do here on my personal YouTube channel. When we started this project back in March, we were just running everything through my YouTube channel because we had it up. We were using the code name Project Dramond for everything. Now we're getting to the point where we've got point and click demos getting close to being done. We're finishing up tonight actually after this recording. We're finishing up the play testing of the first module for the tabletop campaign. We've already published the first 5 chapters of the book on Patreon. We'll be doing a whole bunch of stuff. We've done, as of right now, this is like the 100th video for YouTube. We've done over 100 videos on YouTube in the Project Dramond series, somewhere around 85 or more updates on Patreon in the past 6 months. We did an update post on this the other day on Patreon. So we've done a lot of work over the last 6 months, and we're getting ready to actually launch all of the official branding. So it's going to be moving away from Project Dramond, and it's going to be called something else entirely. And we will be revealing that in October-ish is the plan. I think originally we were hoping end of September, beginning of October, but we were just talking to our lawyer earlier today, and it looks like he's really backed up with work, and there's some things in the back end that we need, and he's not going to be able to get to us until early to mid-October. So it's probably going to be mid-October at the earliest before we can reveal everything to everybody, but that's okay. In the meantime, we're going to go over tonight a little bit of what we've worked on for the past 6 months and what you can expect to see moving forward. So um, I'd say moving forward is the most important thing. We're still going to be doing updates on Patreon for our patrons, just no more video updates on my personal YouTube channel. We might do the occasional social media blast on TikTok or my Twitter or Facebook, things of that nature, in Discord for sure. So make sure you join our Discord if you haven't already done so. The links are below. Make sure you join our follow our various TikToks. And definitely make sure you follow along at Patreon because we're still going to be doing our Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday updates on Patreon. Just no video updates for a little bit until we're ready to launch the new brand. So tonight is a somewhat special night. I don't think the three of us have appeared in this format since the first video we did on March 1st. Usually we just do a stand-up where it's Joey and myself, and Chris will pop into my video and say hi. But we actually have Chris here tonight in all of her glory. If you want to say hi to everybody, Chris.
Hi everybody, finally I'm here.
So she's joining us tonight, and of course Joy's here, and myself. So it's been 6 months. There's been a lot of work done. As everybody who's been following along, I mean, we can go back to napkin sketches. I don't think we actually did any napkin sketches, but we did do some sketches early on. You were doing sketches, Joey. Chris was doing sketches in her notebook before we got her tablet. Along the way, our patrons who have generously supported us through Patreon have helped pay for things like assets from the Unreal store. They helped us cover Chris's tablet, her office chair that she's sitting in. We've got the websites that we purchased for the brand and the company. So thanks so much to our patrons for helping out over the past 6 months. It's great to have that support, and it's great to have people who have followed us over here from the previous project and are hanging out in our Discord and supporting us on Patreon as well. I think one of the questions I wanted to ask, just as we're getting into this, because this will be a slightly longer update than we normally do, is just because everybody kind of knows where we're at with the project right now. What are some of the things, like, what is the funnest thing that you've worked on in the past 6 months? Um, I'll go, Joey, you go first, then I'll go, and then I'll let Chris go so that she has time to formulate her answer.
The most fun thing that I've done in the last 6 months. Oh man, that's tough because I did get to help with the story development a little bit, like when we sat down. That was really cool because we got to formulate that. Uh, but since I've been primarily working on the point and click video game part of it, I'd have to say Blueprints system has been the most fun thing that I've worked because I actually, I've done zone building and map creation and stuff like that in the past, level design, but actually getting to make things do stuff the way I want them to do has been really cool. It's been a huge challenge, which is fantastic, but that's been really cool because like I can actually now go in and it's not it's visual scripting, so it's not like I'm going in writing lines of code. So I don't feel like it's superior or anything like that. But it is really cool to be for somebody like me to be able to go in and make things function. I can actually make things that I'm building do what we want them to do, and that's been really cool. Because that's something completely different that I've done that I haven't done before. So that was probably the most fun.
I'd say for me, it's been the tabletop sessions because that
Absolutely.
was seeing all of the work that went into March. Those 6 months of work. I guess it was like 5 months of work getting to the tabletop. Um, but getting the source book written, having Chris do a bunch of concept art for that, getting the notes for the first sessions written, getting the first few chapters of the book written, so that we took all of the things that you and I brainstormed and onto paper. Um, it's great to see that on paper, but then having these six people come in and join us and actually play through
Have fun.
and have fun. I mean, I think last week's session in particular was like the pinnacle because it was like, we were kind of getting going as a group, and there's always that new everybody getting to know each other, that kind of phase over the first few sessions. And it's somewhat unfortunate that we're ending after only six, but also, I don't want to turn this into a 30 episode thing because it doesn't need to be. This was just a play test the source material and some of the rules and that first setting so that I could go away from that and go, okay, what was working, what wasn't working. But last week's session where we kind of had some encounters in the first couple of sessions, but it was a lot of role play and just getting to know the lay of the land, and then finally getting into some action oriented stuff, and just everybody having to move, 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 move or die, move or die, move or die. That was, I think, the pacing was pretty good. So I'm looking forward to tonight. Should be fun. So I think that's the funnest thing for me. Chris, what do you think has been? What's your favorite part that you've worked on so far? She's making sure she's unmuted.
What is your question to
What
me?
what is your favorite thing that you've worked on over the past 6 months?
Favorite thing? I don't have. For me, I think all the work that I've been doing during the 6 months is, I don't know, is for me is um, what do you say, good, and I was happy using the tablet because before I was s- doing sketching, but working on the tablet was nice, and doing concept art for the chapters was good for me.
Okay, so probably chapter art.
Chapter art.
Cool. Well, there's
Yeah,
more
that's
chapter.
pretty cool.
Yeah, and there's more chapter art to come. She actually asked me the other day, she's like, how many chapters are you planning in the first book? And I was like, theoretically, I think there's 50 in the outline, and we've only done the first five. Ideally, the idea is that we're going to publish two chapters every month. September, I thought September was going to be an exception. I might actually still be able to get two chapters written, but whether or not she can get two art pieces done this month is another thing entirely. Um, but because of the fact that our Lori is going to be a little bit later than we thought on getting some things done, so I'll actually have more time this month than I thought because I thought we were trying to get things ready by the end of the month. So in any case, she's got lots more chapter art. She already did a couple of I teased those I think in a TikTok the other day, the 3 minute TikTok update I did. She already is working on a couple of new pieces. You've got that mountain piece and then the castle.
With
And
the forest
then
in front.
yeah, with the forest in front. And then you're just working on getting the rest of the demo ready to go. You actually had me because I had forgotten to do it. I had forgotten to write the description for the general
Yeah,
store.
I panicked. I panicked today. I
I did
completely
forget
forgot.
because I
So
did all
I
last week. I did all the dialogue and then the
right.
quests. And then I was like,
As
I'll
I
come
was
back.
all there.
Yeah, and then I was like, I'll come back to the general store later because he doesn't have the interior done yet. And then you're like pegging me today, going, "Hey, where's the description text? I did the interior today." And I was like, I'm in the middle of a meeting. I don't have that ready yet." But after that,
Yeah.
I think I've gotten now all of the, and obviously everything's in its first draft stage, but we should have all descriptions, all inventory items, all merchant items, all dialogue trees, and all quests and quest item descriptions written, I think. Um, and then like we were talking about the other day,
And
the only thing left now is to get the rest of that into the game, and then we got to add music and soundtrack and
as I say, literally,
sound effects.
I have all the quest line done up to the general store owner. There's just a little bit of a blip that she gets as far as the quest line, and then of course she has her items that you can purchase and whatnot. Um, and then I have the interactable things within there, and then it's on to like polishing type stuff, like let's try to make stuff look cooler if we can.
Yeah, and I might probably expand dialogue a little bit more and
We could, yep.
make
But like, it's gonna take me time because like now that we know how to do the headshots, like I gotta go through and put those all into the, because I think that makes it look way better.
it does.
And then UI type stuff, and then I really need to work on like the start game menu, like start.
Oh, and we also have to try to get it to where we can have a male or
I'd
female
like it.
avatar.
I'd like to try to get male or female avatars to where you can select. So there's still plenty of work to be done, but as far as like the bulk of it, now it's all just implementing it. It's getting there. It's real close.
All right. Well, we've got lots of stuff to work on. Um, Chris is going to be a little bit out, which actually it's not a bad thing as an FYI that the lawyer is going to take a little bit. I was just thinking about this as we're sitting here because she's actually going to go visit her family for a few weeks in October. So she's going to be completely gone. I was just thinking about that. I might actually end up publishing a couple of chapters that don't have artwork. And then when she gets back, she can work on the artwork as she has time. Because I can always crank out new chapters. But she's going to be gone for, what do you think, 2 or 3 weeks? Three? About 3 weeks she thinks she's going to be gone. So
Depends
whenever
on how
that
grumpy you make
happens,
her before she leaves.
what's that?
I said depends on how grumpy you make her before she leaves.
Yeah, she might just be like, I don't want to do artwork now. You can stay by yourself for the rest of October. Um, so, in any case, we got a lot of work to do, all of us still ahead. It's going to be a busy winter. Um, but I would say, everybody stay tuned. Again, we're going to be continuing the updates on Patreon every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, just like we always do. Tuesday are updates on the tabletop. Thursday is concept art or book chapters or book related stuff. And then Sundays are the adventure game updates. But this will be the last update that I do here on my personal YouTube channel. And when we come back, for more video updates. The idea is that when we come back, it will be with the launch of our new websites, the launch of all the new social media channels, and the launch of the demo prototype that will go out along with a trailer that's associated with that. So that will be our launch video that goes out with all those new social media channels. So we're getting close. Just some last little loose ends to tie up, some legal stuff to get tied up, dot the I's, cross the T's, and all that good stuff. But we should be back here pretty soon. What are you looking forward to working on the most in the upcoming month as we're getting everything prepared? I'll let
Just
Joey go first. Yeah.
the next month.
Uh,
Ooh. As I say, the near future is easier because once we're done with the demo, I can finally leave Marin's Rest behind and do work on something
Go
else.
work on a different part of the zone.
Well, I don't get to leave Marin's Rest. I just get to leave that one part of the zone.
Yeah.
Let's see, the coming month. Probably getting to add, since I'd completely forgot about it, sound effects and
Music.
music and stuff like that. Because that'll be really fun. Because like I was thinking about like the creaking of the doors and like when you add coins to your pouch, if we can, as long as we can find all the things that we need, which there's
And we got
tons
to
of stuff
figure out
to
if we
do.
could do some sort of an in-game intro thing, like we talked about, like doing a video flyover down into the
That
room and then the
yeah,
fades to black or something.
yes, and that'll be cool if we can get that done. Which is literally just animating camera, which I can get it done. Just takes time.
That'll be
Uh,
icing on the cake.
yeah, that's it. That's if we get everything else done. Cause like at this point, I mean, basic animations are gonna be in the demo, but as far as like since we're having some issues with the character rigging at the moment, I'm not sure like talking animations and stuff like that'll be
Yeah,
in just because. But like like give and take stuff like that. So it's gonna be kind of
it's a
basic in the
it's a
beginning.
demo. That's all it needs to be is
Exactly,
basic.
exactly, exactly. So, but in the next, like I think adding sound effects and the music will be really fun because that really brings things to life. Makes it feel real.
What do you
Can't
what do
add
you
can't add smells, so you gotta add
know?
sounds.
What are you looking forward to, Chris?
And oh wow, continue working and doing images for the chapter that you are going to be working. Yes, Timmy. I think in the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, it is going to be going away now from the tabletop testing, and I got to take all my notes combined with everything that the players did over the 6 sessions, and I actually have to write the first campaign module, which is I think it's more work than the source book because you have to break everything up and you have to have all the options for different things. Thankfully, I've already done most of the maps. I was thinking about this. I think I did this in my update for Tuesday. I was talking about how I think there's only 3 additional maps that I need to create based off of the things that the players did, um, and options like the sewers. I never did the map for the sewers because I knew the players weren't going to go down into the sewers, so I just didn't make the maps for the sewers. But I got to make the maps for the sewers. And the cavern map that we're going to be using tonight, I haven't actually made that in Incarnate. I just have that in my here, I'll actually give a preview because the players won't be seeing this until after the fact because this video will go up after they've played. So I've got the actual. Oh yeah, you shouldn't be looking.
I'm not.
I've got this hand drawn for those of you who are watching. All right, it's away now. You can look again. Um,
Okay.
but I haven't made that map in Incarnate because I haven't quite figured out how to make it the way I want it to look in Incarnate, and I've got to learn those tools a little bit better. So in any case, this has been a long update for everybody, but we figured it was time because it was the 6 month mark a few days ago. August 31st was our 6 month mark, and this being our 100th video, we wanted to do a special video for everybody. So, again, thanks so much for our patrons who have been supporting us. If you haven't already done so, make sure to subscribe to this channel. More importantly, join the Discord because the Discord is where all of the Project Dramond stuff takes place. Because even though I'm not going to be doing any more Project Dramond videos on my YouTube channel here, you're going to be able to follow along over on the Discord. And of course, if you want to join us over on Patreon, you want to pick up a subscription, we got a whole bunch of tiers. There's more than 100 videos here in the playlist on YouTube in the Project Dramond series. There's more than 85 posts in the past 6 months that we've done over on Patreon, and we're continuing to do 3 posts a week, excuse me, moving forward. So you can join us there as well, and stay tuned for everything that's coming as we come out with a launch of the official thing, and we change the name from Project Dramond to what it actually is called. And the logos are done. I'm doing some tweaking on the fonts. That's the last thing that I'm working on this month as well. So anyway, thanks to everybody. Appreciate it. I'm gonna say bye now. Let everybody else say bye, and then we will call it a wrap.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, see you everybody.